So a $50 million check just got written for a company you've probably never even heard of. But here's the thing. The problem they're solving is the exact reason your smart speakers still misunderstands you. Today, we're going to look at David AI and what this all means for the future of how we talk to our technology.
You know, it seems like such a simple question, right? You ask your phone to call mom, and suddenly it's playing a song by some band called The Moms. We talk to our devices all the time, so why is a normal, everyday chat one of the hardest things for an advanced AI to really get? Well, that's the core mystery we're unpacking today.
Okay, to really wrap our heads around how big this problem is, we first need to see the incredible future that's on the line. We're moving so fast toward a world where our main way of interacting with AI isn't going to be a keyboard. It's just going to be our voice. I mean, just picture it for a second. Humanoid robots helping out around the house, smart glasses giving you information on the fly, and personal assistants that genuinely understand and anticipate what you need. For any of this amazing stuff to work seamlessly in the real world, they have to use audio as their main way in. They need to hear us, and even more importantly, they need to understand us perfectly. But yeah, there's always a catch, isn't there? That amazing future is basically stuck behind this massive wall, what we're calling AI's listening problem. It's probably the biggest hurdle you've never even thought about, and it all boils down to one simple thing: data. What's really interesting here is the contrast. An AI can read 1,000,000 books and understand the words, no problem, but it can totally fumble a single nuanced conversation. That's because text data is pretty straightforward, it's objective. But audio? Oh man, audio is a whole different ballgame. It's messy, it's subjective, and it's packed with all this hidden meaning. And the complexity just keeps going. It's not just about the words we say, it's about how we say them. Is there a little sarcasm in that tone? Is the person talking super fast because they're anxious? What about their accent or the sound of a busy street in the background? And context is everything. A formal chat with a customer support bot is worlds away from a casual conversation with a personal AI. All these layers make audio data incredibly tough for an AI to learn from. So here's the real kicker. The problem isn't the algorithms. We have some of the smartest AI models ever created. But these powerful models, they're basically starving. Their intelligence isn't the limit. It's the quality and diversity of the data they have to learn from. It's a massive data bottleneck. And this is where the story gets really interesting. Because to solve a problem this fundamental, you can't just throw more random data at it. You need a completely different approach. You need a new kind of lab. Meet David AI. And notice how they define themselves, not as a data company, but as the world's first audio data research lab. Their entire mission is to build the foundational data layer that all future audio AI will be built on. And this is how they do it. It's a brilliant scientific process. They don't just collect random audio clips. First, they meticulously design the datasets. Then, they actually test that data to measure how much it improves an AI model's performance. And only then do they go out and collect this incredibly diverse audio that captures all those complex layers of human speech. It's a rigorous cycle: design, test, collect. And this approach is clearly working. The biggest names in tech, we're talking several of the Magnificent Seven companies, and the world's leading AI labs are already relying on David AI. Look, when the people on the absolute frontier of AI are turning to you for help, you know you're solving a truly critical problem. Which, of course, brings us to the big news. When you have a unique solution to a massive industry problem, the market takes notice. This isn't just funding, it's a massive vote of confidence in their very specific vision. $50 million. In the world of venture capital, that is a huge vote of confidence. This is the Series B funding they just secured to scale their operations and double down on their mission to solve AI's listening problem once and for all. And take a look at who's writing those checks. The round was led by Meritech, but the name that really jumps out is Nvidia. The company building the very hardware that powers the entire AI revolution. Their investment is a huge signal. Plus, you see all their previous investors doubling down, which shows immense continued confidence in what they're doing. So, let's bring it all home. A big funding round for a super niche data lab might seem kind of abstract, but this investment has huge implications for the technology all of us will be using in the very near future. This quote from David AI says it all, really. Audio is the front-end interface for real-world AI.
For AI to step out from behind our screens and into our world, to truly be helpful in our cars, our homes, and our lives, it needs to understand us. And understanding starts with listening. Audio is that interface.
So what does this $50 million actually do? It allows David AI to scale up to meet the incredible demand from AI labs. It lets them serve more customers, and most importantly, it lets them continue building that foundational data layer that will power a whole new generation of AI applications that we can't even imagine yet. And that leaves us with a final, fascinating question. For decades, we've been teaching our machines to see and to read. Now, we're finally teaching them to listen. So what amazing, helpful, and world-changing things will we build when our technology can finally, truly understand us? That's what this $50 million bet is all about. It's a bet on a future where technology just gets us.